Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Brajajananjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravandachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Brajajananjana Jayo Brajajananjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravandachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Jayo Kunja Bihari Jayo Gopi Janavallabha Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Givaradhari Jayo Yashodanandana Jayo Brajajananjana Jayo Brajajananjana Jayo Yamuna Tiravandachari Jayo Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तुतार शरद जिमात वैशरण अरविंद भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय। श्री पंचतत्व की जय। श्री राधा माधव की जय। श्री वरख द्वादश की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। All glories to some devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to some devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga, Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga, Jai Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Jai Jai Shri Prabhupada. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Vidyaramayane Cheva Purane Bharate Tatha Adavante Chamadye Cha Hari Sarvatra Giyate Mukham Karoti Vachalam Angum Langayate Girim Yat Kripadamaham Vande Shri Gurum Jiranatarine Paramananda Madhavam Dharma Projita Kaitautra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam Vidyam Vastu Matravastu Shivadam Tapatrayam Mulanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kimba Prareshwara Sadyukri Devarujate Trikatibi Shushrushabhi Stakshana Nigama Kalpadarur Galitam Pavam Shukamukad Vritadrava Samyutam Pivada Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Huraho Rasika Bhuvibhauka Anarto Pashaman Sakshat Bhakti Yoga Madhukshaje Lokasyadinato Vidvam Shakre Satpada Samhitam Yasyam Vaishramanaya Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktirpajite Pumsak Shokamoha Vayapaha Srimad Bhagavatam Puranmamadam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam Yasmin Paramahamsime Kamamadam Jnanam Param Giyate Tatra Jnana Viraga Bhakti Sagitam Nashkarmima Vishkritam Tatshinvansapratam vicharana paro bhaktya vimuchendra Artuyam Brahma Sutranam Bharatartha Vinirnaya Gayatri Bhasharupa Vedartha Paribringhita Sarva Vedeti Hasanam Saram Saram Samudritam Sarva Vedanta Saram Hi Srimad Bhagavatam Ishyate Tadra Samrita Driptasya Nanyatra Siddhati Kvachit Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Hare Krishna. Today we listen from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, second verse. Everyone has text. Suto vacha yam pravrajantam krityam Dvaipayano virahakatara juhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo binedus Tam sarva bhuta hridayam munimanatosmi Sutu vacham Yam pravrajantam apeta krityam Dvaipayano virahakatara juhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo binedus Tam sarva bhuta hridayam munimanatosmi Yam pravrajantam apeta krityam Vaipayano virahakatara ajuhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo binedus Tam sarva bhuta hridayam munimanatosmi Yam pravajantam apeta krityam Vaipayano virahakatara juhava Putreti tanmayataya taravo binedus Tam sarva bhuta hridayam munimanatosmi The translation. Sutta Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto that great sage Shukadeva Goswami, who can enter the hearts of all. When he went away to take up the renounced order of life, sannyasa, living home without undergoing reformation by the sacred thread of the ceremonies observed by the higher castes, his father Vyasadeva, fearing separation from him, cried out, 'O my son, indeed only the trees which were absorbed in the same feelings of separation echoed in response to the bereaved father.'" The institution of Varna and Ashrama prescribes many regulative duties to be observed by its followers. Such duties enjoin that a candidate willing to study the Vedas must approach a bona fide spiritual master and request acceptance as his disciple. The sacred thread is the sign of those who are competent to study the Vedas from the Acharya, or the bona fide spiritual master. Sri Shukadeva Goswami did not undergo such purificatory ceremonies because he was a liberated soul from his very birth. Generally, a man is born as an ordinary being. By the purificatory process, he is born for the second time. When he sees a new light and seeks direction for spiritual progress, he approaches the spiritual master for instructions in the Vedas. The spiritual master accepts only the sincere inquirer as his disciple and gives him the sacred thread. In this way, a man becomes twice born, or a Dvija. After qualifying as a Dvija, one may study the Vedas, and after becoming well versed in the Vedas, one becomes a Vipra. A Vipra, or a qualified Brahmana, thus realizes their absolute and makes further progress in spiritual life until he reaches the Vaishnava stage. The Vaishnava stage is the postgraduate status of Brahmana. Progressive Brahmana must necessarily become a Vaishnava, for a Vaishnava is a self-realized lone Brahmana. Srila Shukadeva Goswami was a Vaishnava from the beginning. Therefore, there was no need for him to undergo all the processes of the Varnashrama institution. Ultimately, the aim of Varnashrama Dharma is to turn a crude man into a pure devotee of the Lord, or a Vaishnava. Anyone, therefore, who becomes a Vaishnava accepted by the first class Vaishnava or Uttamadhikari Vaishnava is already considered a Brahmana, regardless of his birth or past deeds. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted this principle and recognized Srila Haridas Thakur as the Acharya of the holy name, although Thakur Haridas appeared in a Mohammedan family. In conclusion, Srila Shukadeva Goswami was born a Vaishnava, and therefore Brahmanism was included in him. He did not have to undergo any ceremonies. Any low-born person, be he a Kirata, Huna, Andhra, Pulinda, Pulkasha, Adira, Shumba, Yavana, Kasa, or even lower, can be delivered to the highest transcendental position by the mercy of Vaishnavas. Srila Shukadeva Goswami was the spiritual master of Sri Sutta Goswami, who therefore offers his respectful obeisances unto Srila Shukadeva Goswami before he begins his answers to the questions of the sage of Naimisharanya. Sutu vacha yam pravrajantam anupedam krityam dvaipayano virahakatara juhava putreti tanmayataya taravo vinedus tam sarvabhuta hridayam munimanatosmi. Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Acharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatade Shatarine. Hare Krishna. Today, by the mercy of Shri Gurudev, by the mercy of previous Acharyas, we will listen from first canto, especially second chapter, second verse. And here Sutta Goswami is starting his preaching, and before preaching he praying to his spiritual master. That is the main rule. Before disciple is doing something, at the beginning he always praying to his spiritual master, and when he's finishing his seva, he also praying to his spiritual master. Whatever we are doing, when we are going to sleep, we should pray Dandavat to Prabhupada and our spiritual master. When we are waking up, we should pay Dandavat first, our spiritual master and Prabhupada. Also, it is said that it recommended that Vaishnava, when he is waking up, he should first say 3 times name of Krishna, 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 Krishna. And also, it is recommended to glorify your beloved deity. Example, Jai Shishi Gauranita Ki Jai, like this. Then one Vaishnava can pay Dandavat even in the place where he was sleeping. That's not a problem. Because more important because we're paying this by our mind. And then we can start our day. And whatever we are doing, in between our activities, remember about our spiritual master, about Prabhupada, about the mercy of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is said, at least 3 times in a day, one should remember spiritual master. Deyam Stvam Stasya Yashastri Sandhya. That means 3 times in a day means 3 Sandhya. That means Gayatri. Gayatri is special mantras is receiving from Guru when he becoming Brahmana. Brahmana initiation. But actually that means 3 times means always. Because Sandhya is very powerful. If you remember about something in Sandhya time, you will remember always. Therefore means always you should remember about spiritual master. At least when we start something, before start some activities, you should always pray. That is activities of disciple. And here we see Pratipujya Sat Kritya. Like, before they offered asan for Sutta Goswami, they said in the previous chapter, they said Satkritam Sutam Asinam. And when they offered the asan to him, he sat on the Vyasasana and they started to give respect to him. And in this verse, Sutta Goswami also, not in this verse, but in the first chapter of this, he was called Ramaharshanihi. Ramaharshanihi means son of Ramaharshana, Sutta. Sutta, Ramaharshana Sutta, Sutta means it is low caste. And why? Because Ramaharshana, he was born from Vyasadeva, from his hair. Therefore it is lower caste. And Ramaharshana Sutta was his father, Sutta Goswami, but he developed pride. And when Lord Balarama saw, then in Naimisharanya forest, Ramaharshana Sutta speaking Puranas, and he didn't give respect to Balaram when Balaram came to the assembly. So Balarama, he just lifted one straw, one blade of grass, and no head. Head of Ramaharshana Sutta was rolling on the ground. And like it is said, one man is there, problem is there. No man, no problem. So, but Rishis said to Balarama, you commit offense. This was actually a reciter of Bhagavatam, of Puranas. You killed him. Balarama said, no problem, I will give him life back. They said, no need. You got whatever you're doing, it is right. Then he decided that son is a representative of father. Therefore, Balarama imparted all Shakti in Sutta Goswami. And Sutta Goswami is remembering how his father was very proud. Therefore, Sutta Goswami always very humble. Therefore, everyone is giving respect to him. Pratipujya. He also giving respect to everyone. Give so much respect. Before speak something, he will start speaking only in the 5 verse. But now is Mangala Charana. He is starting to speak about his spiritual master, glorify him. He is asking about mercy. If you should speak something, if you should preach, before you should pray to Krishna and Guru. So that your mind will always be at the lotus feet of Rupa and Raghunatha. Otherwise, whatever you say, it will be wasting of time. Yes, you will say by your own. Therefore, this verse, 2nd and 3rd verse, very important. If you can learn, very nice. You will become Bhakti Vaibhava. So, then Anatosmi, it is said. Anatosmi, it is more correct to say it like this. And this is one drama. Shukadeva Goswami, actually he was Vaishnava from birth. Which qualities of Vaishnava? Vaishnava is the supreme, is the highest Brahman. Which qualities of Brahman? So first is purity. Brahman is then he can control his senses. He can control his mind. He is very religious person. He knows Shastras. He has also practical realization of Shastras. Then he is doing yagas and he is teaching others how to do yagas. Then he is Patana, Dana Pratigra. He is getting donation and distributing donation. He never keep. And Patana, he is studying Shastras and giving Shastras to others. This we can say 12 qualities of Brahma. One shloka in Bhagavad Gita. One shloka is famous shloka, Prabhupada many times recited. And very important qualities when Brahman should worship deities, or Brahman should cook prasad. If Brahman is not taking bath, he cannot worship deities. It is offense. And if Brahman having hesitation in mind, he cannot worship. Because Bhagavan will not accept his seva. Brahman should be peaceful. And Brahman is not like his like Upavita holder. Not like this. Many times people in India, it's tradition they are holding Upavit. My Shikshi Guru is Brahman actually, and Brahmanic family. His father was doing yagyas in the king court in Puri. And he was worshipping Narayana and many Shilas he was having. But when he accepted Guru, he asked him, should I throw this Upavita? He said, no. You, because everyone will criticize you. No need. I will give you Upavita when you get second initiation. He said, but this is no meaning. He said. And he said, that day, this Upavita, somehow it was thrown. He don't know. As he came at home, all Upavita was thrown. So he said, from that moment I didn't wear Upavita. And when he accepted Guru, accepted Diksha, his father said to him, his uncle said, he became Vaishnava. He said, no, I'm not qualified to be Vaishnava, he said. Because father said, why you Brahman? Why you accepted Diksha? Vaishnava Diksha, why? So they could not understand this. And we see this is some kind of drama. When devotee becoming so Brahman by birth, he becoming devotee. So parents, you're not Brahman, you're Brahman. Not he's Brahman. No, I didn't see this. You're not Udi. So Brahman by birth, he is not following these traditions, he is becoming devotee, he cannot understand. But actually Vaishnava is the highest Brahman. And Brahman is more responsible. When I was accepting second initiation, my Guru Maharaj told, from this moment, you important for everything is going on in our movement. So this is Brahmanas, he said, from this moment you're responsible for everything that's going on in our movement. He said, because Brahmana's responsibility to create peace. When someone's shouting on Brahman not shouting, Brahman very tolerate. Many qualities are required. Therefore, in our movement, no one can worship until except Brahman initiation. Actually, it's not good because when one is not having qualities of Brahman, how he can worship? His mind is always hesitated. He's always thinking how to do this, how to do that, what will be in the future, like this. And always they're not taking bath properly. They're like little, and go do seva. This is great offense. And they're thinking that is good. And these people, they worship deities before initiation. Sometimes they're saying, I have my Gopal, I have Jagannath. They don't know the standard of how to worship Jagannath, Gopal. Should accept spiritual master. Actually, some people, they bringing Jagannath, Patita Pavana everywhere. It is not a rule. Jagannath should not be brought only on Ratha Yatra. They can bring Gauranitai like this. But Sandra is thinking that is good. Many things. That is because of lack of Brahman qualities. Many people, they very cheaply understanding what is worshipping to deities. And Shukadeva Goswami, you can imagine, he was the higher at form, higher than Brahman. He was not ordinary man. It is said Shukadeva Goswami was both, he was like avatar of Shuka, the private parrot of Shrimati Radharani in the Goloka Vrindavan. That is his Swarupa. At the same time, he was Shivaji avatar. Also, some avatars are there. Otherwise, how we could speak about Madhurya Rasa and like this? Many things. And Anupetam. Anupetam means he left his house to give up everything, Pravrajantam, to become Pravrajak, Parivrajaka. Anupeta Krityam, he did not perform any Varnashrama Dharma. Because Varnashrama Dharma means first Brahmachari, then Grihastha, then Vanaprastha. Vanaprastha is a respected person. Then sannyasi. But it was Daksha said this to Narada Muni. Narada Muni, you forced my children to become sannyasi, but they have not even yet tasted what the taste of karma. You immediately put them on the Vairagya way. Because Narada Muni, you're not qualified person. You're ayogya. You don't know Vedic scriptures. You only put this clothes, outward clothes. You just by name sannyas, just by name guru. Daksha cursed Narada Muni and he blasphemed. First he blasphemed, then he cursed. This is gradual process. We should go through Varnashram Dharma, especially in India. In Russia, maybe people cannot understand. But in India, people should understand. This is your culture. Janmane Jayate Shudra. By the birth we are Shudras. And that doesn't mean that if I'm born in Brahmana family, I'm Brahman. I'm also Shudra. Samskara Bhavet Dvija. By samskara I can become Dvija. That means real Dvija. Veda Pathak Bhavet Vipra. Then, by studying Vedas, I become Vipra. Brahma Janati iti Brahman. When one knows Brahman, he has become Brahman. What does it mean one knows Brahman? Brahma Bhuta Prasanatma Najochiti Nakakshati Samasarveshu Bhuteshu Madbhaktim Bhate Para. That means Prasanatma, always happiness, bliss. no shojati, no lament, nakamshati, no plans, future plans. Samasarvesha Bhuteshu, equal vision, not gossip. Oh, this devotee like this, or this devotee like this. It's not Brahmana activities to gossip. Mat Bhakti Labate Param, then he's doing Bhakti. And Vaishnava is the topmost Brahmana who knows Bhagavan, not only Brahman, he knows Bhagavan. Therefore, Vaishnava is a special category. And maybe you can recite some. Our Jayananda now, he knows many shlokas. He's Brahman. But it's only external things. It's shlokas, external things. But these most important things. Vaishnava means the certain level of spiritual advancement. Uttamadhikari, that is Brahman and Vaishnava from his birth. Brahman doesn't mean he is not listening, he has no time to go to class. It's not Brahman. As real Brahman, he's so much attached and listening. So that means outward purity in inner purity. Everywhere purity. If you're not pure, how you can do seva? Especially deity seva and cooking seva. That will be great offense. Deity will not accept your seva. You will suffer also. Mind problems. And some people they say, oh, Gaura-Nitai is very merciful. So we're worshipping them, so Gaura-Nitai saved our life. We committed some offense, Gaura-Nitai not accepting. This is, I say sometimes, Haribol mood. Haribol mood, because devotee is saying like this, Haribol, Haribol, then falling down from spiritual path. They cannot understand. Because sometimes, somehow, they identify themselves with Brahman. And this is the last obstacle on the spiritual path. When I am saying that I am Brahman, I am great. Brahman means Brihat. Brahman, this word coming from Brihat. Brihat means great. I am the great person. That is falling down. That is last obstacle on the bhakti path. It is actually beginning of Maya. So when one considering himself as Brahman, very difficult. Therefore, in Shastra said in Kali Yuga, in Brahmana family, Rakshasas will take birth. I'm sorry to saying this, but this is in Shastras. For we should be very, very careful. Not develop pride. And not excuse. Not excuse ourselves. That Gaura-Nitai very merciful, I can do whatever I want. Gaura-Nitai will. No. Actually, Gaura-Nitai merciful, that you don't understand their mercy. What their mercy? They give to you spiritual masters, that is mercy. They give to you Krishna Katha, they give to you ISKCON. What more mercy you need? Need more mercy just, please allow me to do sinful activities? No. Gaura-Nitai, actually Gauranga is Krishna himself. So, someone can think that I am fully surrendered, but he is fully in Maya. Many times I was coming to my Guru Maharaj, and was after darshan I say, Guru Maharaj, I understood everything. I fully surrendered. And after 2 weeks I understood. I didn't understand what Guru Maharaj taught to me. That is many times it was happening. Therefore, only Uttamadhikari can say, did you really surrender or not? Only Uttamadhikari can say. He can say, now you're Brahman. He can say. Only Uttamadhikari can see things as they are. Therefore it is said, please no imagine, no manufacture your seva, no manufacture your spiritual path. Oh, I'm Brahman, I know what is my seva. Yes, one is thinking, I know devotee, he is thinking that his seva is very attached to deity seva. But Gurudev never told him do seva. Said other seva. cleaning, not dating, not worshipping seva, cleaning. He doesn't want cleaning. You understand this? Therefore, only Uttamadhikari knows which seva we can do to please Krishna. Someone very attached to give classes. I know one person. He was all life he was having this desire to give classes. Guru never told him give classes. And he is not giving classes in correct, proper way. But some pride is there. Some disciples, they were attached to do kirtan. Guru never told him do kirtan. In nice voice, but so much pride is there. Guru wants other seva from him. Manager seva. You see, so many things we don't know. Only Uttamadhikari can know what we can do for Krishna. But we have some plan. So I will stay in this temple, then I go in that temple, then do this seva, that seva. Then even we accepted who is our counselor, Shiksha Guru. Without asking our Guru. Before initiation we already know who is our Shiksha Guru, who will teach us. Our Guru is nothing. Our Guru cannot, he has so many disciples, what he can do. That is the situation now. So how one can become Brahman? He is cheater number one. Kapata Shiromani. He is like saying outwardly, I am Brahman. But what he is doing? Wrong things. And only is this creating disturbance in society. Such seva is creating disturbance in society. Therefore, Advaita Acharya, he was Uttamadhikari. And when he was doing Shraddha ceremony, to whom he was bringing prasad? Haridas Thakur, who was from Muslim family. Yes, everyone was criticizing, he's Yavan. How you give him? Because he's real Brahman, he said. He offered him prasad. Although this prasad should be offered to the best Brahmanas. Haridas Thakur never told, I'm Brahman. Also one important thing. Now Gadagiri, one devotee is there. He never accept Diksha. But he doing seva all life in temple. And he never changing japa. But he's having this Uparita. And I'm Brahman. And no, even Guru, he is listening classes of Guru. He is not changing. Never. In many years, 10 years, 20, 30 years, he serving. Never you can understand this. It's very strong. His attachment to Karmakanda. Very nice. A nice person, nice devotee you can say. But not changing job. Yes. And no one forcing him also. That is not common way you should force. Hey, accept Guru, become Brahmana, do seva puja. Not good way. Not good way. Uttamadhikari never doing like this. He sees this person not qualified, why I should give him Diksha? Better he do some seva. Okay? George Harrison asked Prabhupada, give me Diksha. Prabhupada said, your name is Hari son, son of Hari. This was Prabhupada's joking. Prabhupada joking. Because how he can accept Diksha if he doing so many things? Nonsense things. No need. So therefore, Haridas Thakur, he said, don't do it please. Who am I? I'm not real Brahmana. Haridas Thakur was very suffering. But he said, you spoil your reputation if I will take this prasad. Advaita Acharya said, koi baat nahi. It's no problem for me. And he said, to feed you, that means feed millions of Brahmanas. This is Advaita Acharya said. And when Haridas Thakur, he showed the extreme humility, extreme humbleness, that made him very qualified. Therefore, if one is real Brahman, he likes to accept chastisement. When he doing something wrong and others chastising him, he is very happy. Yes, Krishna help helping me to become very pure. Well, you can see, if such person cooking, offering, serving to deities, you can see how nice atmosphere is there, yes? Very pure. Now it is deficit of Brahmanas. Nowadays. People accepting Brahman Diksha for what? Go abroad. To see London, to go on to other places. Yes. They don't want to listen class and sit here in India, no. They're sitting like monkey's business. Monkey business, you know? One tree, then jump to another tree. Then jump another tree. I want to be Brahmana in all temples. Then, in Western world countries, in Russia also, if you become a Brahmana from India, Brahman from India coming, they give salary to you. So you can also send salary to your family in India and do puja and nice, very nice life. Everyone. And yes, and also so much enjoyment is there. Western countries, so much facilities. Very nice life. Maybe you can bring your family also abroad. But nowadays a very bad situation. Now maybe World War will started. Maybe. But therefore I'm not advising to go abroad. America, everywhere will be problems. Now it's approaching. Maybe some years delay, but it will happen. Now very difficult situation in the world. Therefore, better stay in India and listen Katha and stay in one temple. No need to go this, that place. Everywhere the same. Because your karma, you bring your karma with you. Your garbage, you bringing your garbage with yourself. First, you should become free from garbage. Become pure devotee. And then question comes. Vyasadeva already knew that Shukadeva, he was Uttamadhikari, he was the Vaishnava on the highest level, and he should not go through all samskaras. But why Vyasadeva was not happy when Shukadeva immediately he took birth and left his home? So, otherwise, we can say that Vyasadeva was attached to his children. So why are we reading these books? Vyasadeva wrote Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam. So Vyasadeva attached to family life. He said, putreti. This question. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur giving answer. I say, actually Vyasadeva want to give Srimad Bhagavatam to his son. Therefore, he wanted to make upgrade of his operational system. You understand? His IT language. He wanted to make upgrade. Because he understood that Shukadeva was already on the high level, but Srimad Bhagavatam, he needed Srimad Bhagavatam. And at the same time he understood that he had other disciples. And if he gives Srimad Bhagavatam to other disciples, they can distort, they can spoil, because they are not so high elevated. And when Shukadeva Goswami was born, what happened? He went to the forest immediately, because actually first it was like this. Shukadeva Goswami 16 years staying in the mother's womb. Mother was suffering so much. At that time body were a little bit different. And Krishna himself came and said, yes, you can trust me, you will never be in Maya. Okay, I will go. And he came out from the mother's womb. Immediately, he ran away to the forest. And when he ran away to the forest, Vyasadeva was crying. And then he asked to his brahmachari disciples, come to the forest and sing shlokas from Srimad Bhagavatam. Some shlokas are there. Kamvadayalu Shranam Rajema, one shloka is there. And Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kutam. I try it, maybe I will find here. And one other shloka was there also. Yes, I found it. It said, Aho Bakiyam Stanakala Kutam Jigam Saya Payayadapya Sadvi Nabegatim Datrichitam Tatonyam Kambadayalum Sharanam Brajema. Alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than him, Lord Krishna, who granted the position of mother to the she-demon Putana, although she was faithless and had prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast? It was said by Uddhava. Uddhava was in Shantarasa. When he was saying this, he was feeling some Adbhuta rasa. But what about Pundarika Vidyanidhi? When Gadadhar Pandit and Mukunda, they were friends, and Mukunda said, I will show you one person. He's the greatest Mahabhagavata. He came to Navadvip. They came to his home. It was very opulent home, opulent pillows, gold everywhere, and you can see like pots for spitting, golden also, and some like this. It's called kalyan. No, in Russia we say kalyan, like to smoke like wine, like this. So and also servants, mainly servants also, they were fanning him with chamara. So also betel, and his darpana mirror was red out of betel, and he was laughing, looking at this mirror. So he saw. He said, "This is Vishaya. This materialist. Why you brought me here?" And Mukunda didn't answer anything. Mukunda was great singer. He started to sing. Aho bakiyam stanakala kutam jigam sayaya payayad pesadvi. Immediately he started singing. This person showed all symptoms of bhava. He broke this darpana. Everything he threw out. He started to cry, rolling on the ground, like this. So I understood, this is the greatest devotee. He was only hiding himself. Why Pundarika Vidyanidhi was hiding himself? Two reasons are there. First, he was king in Vraja. He is Vrishabhanu, father of Radharani, his incarnation. Therefore, he needs some opulence. Other thing, he didn't want others to glorify him as devotee. Therefore, he was living like materialist, so that no one will glorify him. But when he started to sing, Gadadhar understood, this is great devotee. So Vrishabhanu mood was different. He was in Vatsalar, please give Mataji place. Bring, come here. So he was a great devotee. He was in Vatsalya rasa. He was father of Radharani. Therefore, when he heard this shloka, he was not feeling only Adbhuta, like some feeling of like Uddhava. He was feeling so much shoka, sorrow. Because how? So Krishna is so small, but this Putana, she was trying to kill him. How it happened? He was rolling on the ground, crying, you can see. So there are different rasas. And other shloka, the brahmacharis, they were singing for Shukadeva Goswami when he was in the forest. Barhapidam natavaravapu karnayo karnikaram Vibhrad vasa kanaka kapisham Vaijayantim jamadam Randar vinoradhara sudaya purayam gopa vrindaye Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishad Gita Kirtihi. This nice sloka from 10th Canto 21:5. You can learn this sloka. Wearing a peacock feather ornament upon his head, blue karnikara flowers on his ears, yellow garment as brilliant as gold, and the white Jayanti garland, Lord Krishna exhibited his transcendental form as the greatest of dancers as he entered to the forest of Vrindavana, beautifying it with the marks of his footprints. He filled the holes of his flute with the nectar of his lips, and the cowherd boy sang his glories. Very beautiful shloka about Krishna and Vrindavan. Very beautiful, yes? Dharmendra Prabhu. You like? No. And then when he heard this, what happened? Immediately he became like mad. What is this? What is this? And Vyasadeva said to his disciples, don't speak anything to him. Just say, we will speak more in Vyasadeva's home. And immediately he followed them and he went home. And Vyasadeva gave to him Srimad Bhagavatam. Therefore they said, Atmaramaschamunayo nirgrantapyo krame kruvanya hetuki bhakti mitam bhuto gunohari. So even Atmaramas, like Shukadeva Goswami, who is pure, free from Maya from the birth, they are attracted by Srimad Bhagavatam. Why you are not attracted by Srimad Bhagavatam? Madhu. So, therefore, very important. And Vyasadeva, other his disciples were not so qualified. There is one verse. Matra swasradu hitra va navikta sano bhavet bhagavanendriya gramo vidvamshamati karshati. One should not allow oneself to sit on the same seat even with one's own mother, sister or daughter. For the senses are so strong that even though one is very advanced in knowledge, he may be attracted by sex. Very important. You know this? The first time you should know. This is a very important slogan. Even with mother, sister and daughter. Because the sense is very strong. You should not be alone. Yes, for Grihastha very difficult to follow this. But if they should be careful. Should be careful. If they want to become nice devotees, should be very careful. Therefore, Grihastha is having wife. Wife no problem to be alone with wife. But others, then wife. Even daughter, it is said, can be problem. Sometimes father very attached to daughters. Because daughter is having natural love to father. Many fathers, are they free from lusty desires? Very difficult situation, very difficult. Therefore, we should understand this very important thing. Otherwise, we will be cheated. And one disciple of Vaishnava, he thought, maybe our Guru exaggerated, like maybe it is not like this. Therefore, he wrote Napi Karshati, that means never attracted. Even when he is sitting with his daughter, mother, and Vyasadeva understood, okay, my disciple didn't understand correctly. Then he started to test him. One day, rain coming, and one knocked at the door, and disciple asked, who is it? It's me. And then he opened, very beautiful girl. Can I stay one night? But he was, this disciple was doing yagya. And then he understanding that she was under rain. Her clothes was wet. So, then he understood. He just looked at her, then immediately he understood everything. And she understood what he wants. And she immediately said, please do some vivaha yagya you can do, can arrange. Okay, and they started to run after the fire. And then this is called sacrifice, fire sacrifice. And when they were running, in this year, he was listening. Vidvam samadhi karshati, vimam samadhi karshati. Immediately he saw, this girl became Vyasadeva, his guru. Then this disciple understood, okay, I commit mistake. My guru cheated me. You understood this story? So Vyasadeva was very powerful. If you listen Sadhguru and you have your own ideas, Krishna will arrange how to cheat you. And he will cry. Then he said, Tam Mayataya. Then it is said, only Shukadeva Goswami could understand Vyasadeva. Therefore, I give this example. They said, Tam Mayataya. Like involved in the mood of separation. He was involved in moods of separation. Taravo binedus. It is said that the trees, they were answering to him like geckos. And also it is said in Shastras that, let's say it later, that although moving, non-moving, Jangama Stavara, all living entities, they were also attracted by this bhakti which Vyasadeva was practicing. So one who is practicing bhakti, he is very dear to all living entities. Even these trees were feeling mood of separation. If Vyasadeva was feeling mood of separation with his son, trees also. That means the devotee is very attractive. Therefore, to develop preaching, you don't need anything. Only we need pure devotees. Therefore, when Prabhupada he wrote in the preface to Bhagavad Gita, what he said, at least one will become pure devotee, we will think our mission is successful. Prabhupada was making big institution, he was inspiring many to distribute more books, but what he was saying, sometimes he was saying, better I need only one bhakta, simple bhakta, sitting under a palm tree. But he is simple and he can do whatever I am saying. Many people, they are attracted, yesterday told, by external things, not by bhakti. But real preaching only by purity. And there's another explanation of this, also Acharyas gave. When trees were answering by echo, so Vyasadeva said, Putre, and tree also, Putre. And that means Shukadeva Goswami, he was very powerful. He entered into these trees, actually. These trees were also incarnation of Shukadeva Goswami. Therefore, the meaning is different. Acharya said, father said, oh my son, and three were answering, hey, I'm the same son like all other people, everything is one. You can understand? He said, oh my son, he's saying, no difference between this son and that son. He said, he was impersonalist. That time he was impersonalist. He said, father was saying, you my son. He said, no, my, your, his, that, this, no difference. Therefore he answered, oh son, and three were answering, son. And then that means he was speaking to his father, you Vidwan, you very learned person, what are you saying to me? Body different from soul. This means staying inside the tree, he was preaching to his father, Shukadeva Goswami. And this is his power. Shukadeva Goswami was very powerful. His power expressed. And after this he accepted Vyasadeva as his guru. And why is Shukadeva Goswami remembering this? Because now he should speak about the absolute truth, the perfect truth, perfect knowledge. And he knows only Vyasadeva, the best of the sages who knows Vedas. Because he knows all philosophies and he defeated all philosophers. Therefore he addressing to him, and also he addressing to Shukadeva Goswami. He was saying, as you was preaching to your father, entering into the heart of this tree, so enter into my heart, so that I can preach to all these sages of Naimisharanya forest. So I will not speak from my own. And other thing is there also, concluding. There's actually it is said, Shukadeva Goswami was speaking the same thing. Shukadeva Goswami, when he will start to speak in Bhagavatam, he also will speak like this, like Prachodidayena Pura Saraswati Vitanvatajasya Satim Svatim Gridit 2:4-22, and many other. He said, let Divya Saraswati show mercy on me like this, because I cannot speak from my own. And because knowledge should appear, should be manifest natural way. And one last thing I want to say about Shukadeva Goswami. We know that he left his father, then he came back to listen to Srimad Bhagavatam. And then we know that he again left father and breaking the heart of his father. But also it is said in Bhagavatam, in 10th Canto Bhagavatam, it is said that Shukadeva Goswami went home back. And that's very interesting. Because when he came to preach, father asked him, dear son, what about Santana? What about our children? Yes, I need children. I am your father. Mrigasta. You only one son. So what he said? Okay. And he made a copy of Shukadeva Goswami. You know, this copy past. Copy is in is this one. Control C, copy. Yes. Then Control V. He made this. And immediately copy of Shukadeva Goswami remained in father's house. And other Shukadeva Goswami went to preach. The two Shukadeva Goswami you see in Bhagavatam, there is some parampara from Shukadeva also. And why? Because he was having so much compassion. That is the reason. Like you just imagine, your guru came to Koramangala center, give classes, then he leaving and he said, Guru Maharaj, where are you going? Can you remain here? Yes. Immediately Control C, Control V. And your Guru Maharaj is sitting on Vyasasana, the same. Two Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is preaching there, one Guru Maharaj sitting here. Very nice. So, that is story like this about Shukadeva Goswami. And next time we will speak more about this. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. Hare Krishna.
Explain a little bit about Haridas Thakur.
Haridas Thakur? What explain?
You said he is a Muslim.
Yes, Muslim family.
And how he became a true Vaishnava.
He accepted Diksha from some devotee, but it's not mentioned anywhere. It's not mentioned anywhere. Don't know. Some questions?
I want to know that where you have taken the shloka.
Which shloka?
Vasudeva is cheating his disciple.
I can two shlokas.
One shloka is Vidwan Kashyati.
This is from 9th Canto Srimad Bhagavatam. I said to you. Yes, very important shloka. Yayati.
Yeah.
Preaching to Yayati. Some they saying this is shloka only for vanaprasthas because they have some fear to follow this. Evan Matra Swasra Hitrava. I should see I don't remember which chapter. No, see. 1917.
Also, you said Krishna will cheat you.
Yes.
I don't understand.
Krishna never cheating.
Vaishnava cheat nothing.
Actually, Guru also never cheating.
No. He wanted to understand, no, the disciple.
Maya is cheating. But if you want Maya, Guru is saying, okay, take Maya. Therefore, it is said two types of mercy is there. One is Kripa, one is Vanchana. Vanchana is it the word in the Telugu, no? What does it mean?
Cheat.
But more deep meaning in that, like some external things, not only cheating, but some external thing. That means Vanchana. Sometimes disciples thinking that Mahaprasad is only garland, flowers, water and food. But when they accepting this, they cheated. Yes. And when Guru is giving Mahaprasad, that's another topic. I will speak later, but once devotees, they stole all water washed after from Guru Padaseva, all water they stole. Or one devotee, they stole all Chiranamrita. The question comes, did they get some benefit? And my Gurudev told, no benefit. Because they got only Vanchana, not Kripa. Why? Because Mahaprasad is given to distribute, to spread. You cheated others and you stole this Mahaprasad or you stole Chiranamrita, then you're thinking this is your mercy. But what is the real mercy, real Kripa? When we have pure desire to do pure devotional service to Krishna. Like our Gurudev is in his mood. That is real Kripa. Even Bhaktivinoda Saraswati, his disciples, they arranged one instruction. He was taking bath, water was flowing down in some pot. And then after that they were drinking. So he was very angry. He said, you foolish one, Murkha, this is Muchi. This is not Shuchi. You're taking this Muchi. Why? Not because Guru is an ordinary man, no. Because Mahaprasad should be given voluntarily. Guru is giving Mahaprasad when he wants. If you want to take some remnants of other person, you should first ask his permission to take his remnants. Otherwise, you will be cheated. Therefore, when they like stealing water from his after his bath, they were doing this very stupid way. It's also not good because we should worship this water. Not like in the dirty place we should collect this water. No. If you want to collect water from after your Guru, you should find very nice place, very pure place. In this place you can do Padaseva. Not like in toilet you going and collecting water from your Guru. Again there is offense.